Welcome to the My Favorite 3 Sage Intacct Tips series. My goal with these quick videos is to teach, guide, empower, and educate. In this video, I'll share 3 of my favorite accounts payable configuration settings. My name is Irene Bushnell, and I'm a senior manager at Armanino. I truly do enjoy teaching. I hope you learned something new in this quick video that will help make your data entry in Intacct more efficient. Note that this presentation was created in Sage Intacct 2020 Release 2. Let's get started. My favorite AP configuration setting number 1 came in Release 2 of 2020. This is a setting in the configuration screen that displays all of your ready-to-pay bills when you open the Pay Bills screen without having to click a Filters option. Let's take a look and see how this works. In Intacct, at the top level, if we go to Accounts Payable, Setup, and then Configuration, there's an option under the Pay Bill Defaults called Automatically Display All Ready-to-Pay Bills on the Pay Bills page. If this checkbox is not set, when you go into Pay Bills, no bills are displayed at the bottom of the screen. You have to clear filter, apply filter in order to get your ready-to-pay bills to apply. However, if we check this box, save our setting, and now let's go into Pay Bills, and notice that all of the ready-to-pay bills are there and available. We don't have to apply a filter, click a filter, they're all there. The maximum number of bills that can be displayed in the Pay Bills screen is 1,000. So this feature is useful for organizations that don't have a lot of bills to pay on a regular basis. My favorite AP configuration setting number 2 is the ability to apply inline credits automatically in the Pay Bills screen. When this setting is not checked, you have to apply credits to bills when you're paying them. If you forget, sometimes you'll have vendor credits sitting out there because you forget to use them on the bill. When this option is checked, it will automatically net the credit in the Pay Bills screen on that particular bill. Let's take a look. In the AP configuration screen under Credits is the ability to enable inline credits to be automatically applied to bills. If we go into the Pay Bills screen, you'll notice here I have a credit that's ready to apply to a particular bill, but I have to remember to apply that credit by either entering it, checking the Apply Credits button, etc. Let's go ahead and check this box, Enable Inline Credits, save this. Note that this feature only works for bills that are added after you've turned the setting on. So let's go over to Add a Bill. I've got a bill ready to go, and I'm going to go ahead and put in an inline credit of $500 on this bill. I'll go ahead and post this bill. So now when we go into Pay Bills, I'll go ahead and use this filter for this particular vendor. You'll notice that that bill that I entered for $1,500, that credit of $500 has been automatically applied. I don't have to remember to apply that $500 inline credit when I'm paying bills. If your organization uses a lot of inline credits on your vendor bills, this might be a helpful feature for you to make it more efficient. My favorite AP configuration setting number 3 is using the 1099 default option on vendor types. This is a feature that you might not be aware of unless you go back and look at your vendor type once it's set up. Under Accounts Payable Setup, we have our vendor types. I add a new vendor type. Let's just go ahead and add one, 1099 vendor type. That's all I can do. I can add the name, the parent type, and indicate whether it's active or not. However, once it's been set up, if I go back in and click in Edit, notice that I can now assign a default 1099 form. We'll go ahead and pick Miscellaneous Income. And I can pick Box 7, Non-Employee Compensation. I can save that. And my vendor type, I'm going to go ahead and save. My vendor 1099 type now has defaulted that 1099 Miscellaneous Box 7. If I go in and add a vendor now, let's go ahead and go over and add a vendor. I add in a 1099 vendor. Come over to my additional information and I choose that vendor type. I don't see anything happening right here. I'm going to go ahead and default my terms. I'm going to save this new vendor. And when I go to that vendor that was just created, you'll see that I have, under the additional information, this vendor has automatically been marked for Form 1099 and Box 7. I would, of course, still need to enter in the tax ID information for this particular vendor. Note that if you do remove the vendor type or change it, it will not remove the default 1099 information that was populated. So that's a very nice feature if you do issue 1099s to have a vendor type that automatically populates the 1099 form and 1099 box. I hope this video has been helpful and you found a new feature to use in Intacct. Check out our Technology Academy for in-depth hands-on classes and informational webinars that educate and empower users in all areas of Sage Intacct. Thanks for watching.